Hello viewers, in this video we'll see payback and profitability beyond the payback period. Okay, we'll see one problem. This is the format to calculate the annual cash inflow. We saw this in our previous videos, the same format. Sales minus additional cost incurred will get profit before depreciation and taxation, and we have to subtract the depreciation. Will get profit before taxation and after depreciation, and we have to subtract the tax. Will get profit after taxation and depreciation. Okay, in order to calculate this annual cash inflow, we have to add back this depreciation again, because depreciation is a non-cash flow item. Okay, then we'll get the annual cash inflow. Okay, using this we can find the payback period. Okay, let's see one problem now. A company is considering the purchase of the following machines: automatic machine and ordinary machine, and the cost of machine is 2,24,000 and ordinary machine is 60,000. The life of the machine is 5.5 years, automatic machine, and ordinary machine is 8 years. Okay, and sales was given for both the machine, and material cost, labor cost and variable overhead was given for both the machines. Okay, compute the payback period and the profitability beyond the payback period. Okay, in this problem, first we have to ascertain this payback period and the profitability beyond the payback period. Okay, give your suggestion, ignore income tax and depreciation. Okay, in this problem there is no income tax and depreciation. Okay, we can straight away calculate the payback period. Okay, let's see how to do this problem. First, I have to write the sales, because we have to start with this sales, and with this sales we have to subtract the cost, that is material cost, labor cost and variable overhead. Okay, for both the machines we have to subtract it. Yes, I have written material cost, labor cost and variable overhead for both the machines. Okay, if we subtract this, we'll get profit before tax and depreciation. Okay, that is 64,000 and 20,000 for ordinary machine. And now we have to, as per the format, we have to subtract the depreciation. But in this problem, we don't have depreciation, so the profit will be the same. And now taxation, as per the format, we have to write, but we don't have, so we'll get the same profit again. And we have to add back the depreciation. Since we don't have the depreciation, we'll get the same profit as the annual cash inflow. Okay, so annual cash inflow is 64,000 for the automatic machine, and for ordinary machine it is 20,000. Okay, and now see, I have written the annual cash inflow. Okay, we can straight away write this annual cash inflow, because we don't have income tax and depreciation in this problem. In order to understand, I did as per the format. Okay, we have to calculate the payback period, and the formula to calculate this payback period is cost of the machine divided by the annual cash inflow, and the cost of the machine is 2,24,000 and annual cash inflow is 64,000 for automatic machine, and for ordinary machine the cost is 60,000 and annual cash inflow is 20,000. Okay, first we'll do it for this automatic machine. 2,24,000 divided by 64,000 annual cash inflow is. Okay, we'll get 3.5 years. Okay, this is the payback period for this automatic machine, and we'll calculate for ordinary machine. 60,000 divided by 20,000 will get 3 years. Okay, and they asked to give us suggestion. Okay, so comparing this payback period of both the machines, automatic and ordinary machine gives the faster payback, right? 3 years, and automatic machines took 3.5 years to pay back the original investment. Okay, and now we have to calculate the profitability beyond the payback period. That is, the payback period is 3.5 years and the life of the machine is 5.5 years. So after payback we have 2 more years, right? That is 3.5 years minus this 5.5 will get 2 years. No, so we have 2 more years in this life. Okay, so for the 2 more years they'll get the same 64,000. That is the annual cash inflow, right? So for all the years, it will get 64,000, okay, for every year. So after this 3.5 years, for 4.5 years and 5.5 years, 2 years we have, it get 64,000 every year. So 2 into 64,000 will get 1,28,000. This is the profitability beyond the payback. And similarly, we have to find it for this ordinary mission. See here, the number of years, that is the estimated life is 8 years, and it will get annual cash inflow of 20,000 every year. So the payback is 3 years. So after 3 years, we have 5 more years, right? 8 minus 3, we have 5 more years. So every year it will get 20,000, 20,000, 20,000, 20,000 and 20,000. For 5 years it will get 20,000. Okay. So the profitability for this ordinary mission is 20,000 into 5 years. That is 1 lakh. Okay. When comparing this profitability beyond this payback, this automatic mission is preferable. Okay. So we have to write the conclusion. That is, under payback method, ordinary mission is preferable. See, this is 3.5 and this is 3 years. This gives the faster payback. Okay, because of its quick payback, that is 3 years. Under profitability beyond payback, automatic mission is preferable. That is, it gives 1,28,000, but the ordinary mission gives only 1 lakh. Okay, so comparing this, it gives the more profitability, that is automatic mission. So beyond profitability, under profitability beyond payback, automatic mission is preferable because it gives higher profitability. Okay, from this you can able to identify, right? This is 1,28,000 and this is 1 lakh. Comparing this gives higher profitability. Okay, I hope now you can able to find out the payback period and as well as the profitability beyond the payback period, right? And I have given you a small problem for you to practice. You just work out the problem and comment the answer. Thank you for your patient listening.